How you doing, YouTube? Matt, Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. A little bit of, hopefully, delicious Chicago-based double IPA. Again, hopeful goodness in the form of Hop Butcher for the World Destination Moon double IPA. Yeah, Hop Butcher. I do their beers quite often. So yeah, let's just dive into it. See what she's got. Cut that whole pomp and circumstance. Let's do a proper, not 9-minute long review. Some people like that. Destination Moon Mosaic Chinook and Simcoe hopped double India Pale Ale, 7.5% alcohol by volume. On the back, they actually have their tasting notes, which is dank berry, light pine, and tangy grapefruit, as you can see right there. Done and done. Yeah, Destination Moon. That is the moon, as far as I know. That's the moon from Smashing Pumpkins. I forget the name of the song, but that is from there. So that kind of tickles me pink. So I love the can art. Who would have thunk it? I love the can art of Hop Butcher for the World. It's almost like I'm a homer. Give it a vigorous, that's the word I like right there. Vigorous pour. What do we have there? Not that hazy. It's not the haziest beer in the history of mankind, but she's technically hazy. That's like old school hazy. Infinite creaminess, super infinitely tight compact bubbles. A little bit of gravity-defying creaminess because this whole table leans that way. And yeah, she kind of looks like just an old school double IPA. Rich, kind of orange in color. Not a lot of that kind of milky haziness about. Done and done. Let's dive in. Cheers. It's all citrus. It's all orange citrus, but it's coming off in a way that's like, it's not chemical. It's not pledgy. I'm trying to figure it out. It's like it's fresh cut grass. It's like kind of like if you took a bunch of orange peels and threw them on a lawn, a big, uncut lawn. And you're like, man, I should have cut that shit like 5 weeks ago and just ran your mower over it. That's the kind of green I'm getting off of it. So you're getting that big citrus sweet, the hefty amount of pithiness, kind of citrus note with along a fresh cut grass, but then not getting like danky green. It's just fresh cut grass. And it's all erring on the side of sweet. It's not overly bitter. Nice, light, way lighter than the 7.5% would lead you to believe. It smells like a summer crusher, but it's almost 8%. That's called danger. Let's dive in. Cheers. Oh, man. That's poopy. It's kind of poopy. Not that it's a bad beer. It falls completely flat. The hops come off slightly citrus, a little bit of that green I was talking about, even a little bit like earthy, kind of tea-like tannic bittering, a little herbal, if you will. And that's it. There's no kind of definitive sweetness to it. There's no definitive bitterness to it. Mouthfeel's fine, but it's almost like neutral. That's this beer. It's almost neutral, like Switzerland. Mouthfeel's nothing to chime home about. It's not thin, but it's not thick or dense or full or fluffy. It's just kind of there. Same thing with the hops. It's not big. It's bittering. It's, kind of showing on the dank side of things, the weed side of things, the kind of onion side of things. None of that. It's just kind of, bittering. There's a sweetness there. Again, it's not really showing me much of anything. It's not giving me, like, big fruit component. It's not giving me anything. It's very middle of the road. There's really not much to it. Well, again, not a bad beer, just kind of uninspiring. Let's put it this way. Not to be dramatic, probably the worst Hop Butcher beer I've ever had. Done and done. I mean, like, again, it's not a bad beer. There's nothing negative off flavor-wise in the beer. There's nothing in it that inspires me. There's nothing... So many mosquitoes out here. It's cool. I thought I'd be okay out here, but I'm starting to get bit up. So, yeah, there's really not much to it. It's just kind of there. And that in and of itself was kind of a bummer. But, again, it is what it is. You know, my love for Hop Butcher comes from the big swings they take on the hop side of things. Even from a malty or like a dark beer or light beer front or stance or whatever you want to call it. And most of the stuff that I've never been, what's the word I'm looking for? Most of the stuff that I haven't been enamored with, I've still enjoyed. Because I was like, okay, they took a chance. They tried to swing for the fences. They missed, but I can get where they're going. This one is just kind of flat across the board for me. It's bound to happen. But, yeah. Glad I got to try it. Let's put it that way. So, anyway, yeah. Yeah. Soft, generic fruit, soft bittering, soft mouthfeel, soft everything. It's the Switzerland of beers. Not a bad beer, but just nothing to really write home about. So, anyway, ooh, I got another mosquito. I'm catching these motherfuckers like candy. Let's talk about it. It's one of the better double IPAs I've had as of late. No value and availability. They send it to me. I'm lucky like that, but no idea. And leave you with, if you like what we like this, if you like middle of the road, you know, a lot of people out there in like horrible, thankless marriages that just like middle of the road. I mean, that's the saddest shit I've ever said in a review, but some people are in that kind of world. So if you like that world, you like this. Otherwise, it would be a nice litmus test for a brewery. That's probably the biggest positive. If I was going to kind of reach and scrape for a bright point, it would be like try this beer and then try all their other beers and use this as a leveling agent, as a litmus test of where the brewery can go for you. They throw so many different combinations of, and I shouldn't say combinations. They throw so many hop angles, is the word I would use, at you, that this would be a nice kind of grounding point to be like, okay, if this is baseline, if this is zero, if this is what I'm judging things off of, it'd be a really good beer to use to kind of set your level. I mean, that's probably the best thing about this beer. It'd be like, okay, now I have this level. I'm going to personally judge what I taste from this brewery off of that. That's what this is. This is zero. This is Switzerland. This is neutral. So take that for what it's worth. There you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive. If you want to check me out doing podcasting things, Jeremiah and Jude interviewed them from Hop Butcher. You can go check that out. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice little Smashing Pumpkins-esque beer right now. And hope to see you next time. Cheers.